Hey guys, welcome to another Mini Z video. Some of you may have seen one of my previous videos which shows a GL Racing Lamborghini Huracan gold chrome that I drive on my track. And some of you may have seen one of my recent videos where I bought this GL Racing Lamborghini Huracan. Well, bit by bit I got used to the Lamborghini Huracans in terms of their looks, and they appeal to me more and more. Take a look at this. We've got the one that looks almost like a comic strip kind of thing. And next to it we've got the Holy Grail, which is that gorgeous yellow one that went out of stock months ago that I hunted and eventually found it. And here's the red one with some silver chrome that I really like the look of. And behind it is a spare of the red, because the red one is going to be my partner to the gold one that I drive on the track. And there's a gold one in the display case because I'm driving a gold one on the track, so I'm going to keep that one as a display one. And that is another one of those very hard to find yellow ones. So I just figured I'd keep that one, get a second one at the same time. So let's take a closer look. I've just got to adjust my camera a bit because it's tilted at a strange angle. Okay, here we go. So here's a better look at the yellow one. I like how it has green against the yellow. And I didn't realise it had a silver roof until I took it out of the box. So I'd only ever seen it really from the side. Hadn't looked at the top in the pictures when I've looked at it. And this one, that's almost like a comic book sort of thing. I looked into it to see if it was a real car, and it was, but it was painted that way, sort of like a gimmicky thing, and then for the actual race they changed it back to the normal scheme for that car. So I think it was GL Racing, something like that. I think from memory it had a number of female drivers too. I think that was one of the things that stood out when I was looking at it, because women are not as common in motorsport as men. So the ones at the back just being spares. Yeah, you can see that's the yellow one. I'll keep the bubble wrap around it and just store it. And the gold one will come out of its case and be in the display cabinet. And that red one will go into the display cabinet. And this red one that's out here, which will be the drivable one, it's already out of the case because it had a rattling thing in its case when it arrived. And the engine sort of depressions in the bonnet piece, that black piece in there, had come off and was rattling around, so I had to glue it back in. Also took advantage of filling up the cart with a few other things for the same shipping cost. So what I did this time is I bought some GL Racing carbon fibre wheels, narrow 2s and wide 3s, because that's what I'm currently using on my drivable Huracan there. And also that's compatible with what some of my Audi R8 LMS cars are running, the 2010 models, the wider ones, and the newer release of the 2015-2016 Audi R8s. So 2 sets of narrows 2 and 2 sets of wides at 3 offset. I think I'll just take an even closer look at that yellow Lamborghini, since it's so hard to find. One thing I've decided to do when I take them out of their cardboard packaging to put them in display cases, to also remove that sort of almost like a food packing type thing they put on top, which must be there because they don't trust the way they mount them to the base. because they look better in the cases once I remove that. So an example of it is that one where I've already removed it. So it looks very similar to a Kyosho Mini Z now without having that unusual thing at the top, which you can see that sort of distracts you top of the case, but at least it holds the car in place for transportation. Had a few other things arrive in the last few weeks. Just been busy again doing other things in the real world. I plan to catch up and feature them in some future videos, and I still have a number of things on the way. But when it rains it pours in terms of these Huracans. When I initially thought the only one I was going to get was the gold one, and then they started to appeal to me more and more, so look at how many I have now. And very soon there'll be extras coming, that's for sure. Thanks for watching, guys. Mini Z out.